you're awake. Do you remember what your name is? And do you remember where you are? Okay. Do you remember where you were last, perhaps? Okay, that's fine. I think that perhaps just a couple adjustments here and we can fix you right up. Okay. So, just a little debrief for you, for yourself. We found you stranded on a planet that was a little worse for wear. We didn't find anyone else with you, or really any clues to your origins. So hopefully you can enlighten us a little bit when we get you all fixed up, right? That's the goal, at least. So, you're a little beat up, and I would like to run my scanning software on you. However, I need to make sure that you're intact enough for us to do that. Intact. So, let me see. Okay, I think I have the thing. Our main concern with you is that your interface and supplemented hardware are a little out of date by at least a couple 100 years. So I need to make sure I've got some more primitive tools before we can really do too much to you. But I like a challenge. So I think we'll have to go the old-fashioned route here. And we're just going to have to check on your brain here and see if everything is intact enough for us to continue. Is that alright? Okay. The noise. I know. It seems that the captain installed some new debugging software for the ship. However, the new debugging software is so much noisier than it used to be. Honestly, there wasn't anything wrong with our previous debugging software, and it was so much quieter. But I can fix the ambient noise a little bit if you want. Yeah, I can manipulate it a little bit, at least to make it blend in a little bit more. I mean, you can certainly hear my machines in the background, you can hear the bustling noises, but if that particular part bothers you, I can try to mask it a little bit. Just let me know, okay? Yeah, sometimes upgrades are not necessarily much of an upgrade, are they? So, let's see here. I think that we're just going to do a rather old-fashioned test, okay? So, I'm going to look at you, and I want you to just look ahead at my nose here, okay? Let's see. Direct. Consensual. Good. sensual. Okay, that looks good. Now, I want you to just keep looking at my nose here, sweetheart. I'm just going to come in and shine my light a few different times here. So that's all processing normally, I think. Alright, I want you to just go ahead and watch the light, okay? Just focus on the light. We're going to go in, good, and keep focusing out. In, good, and out. Okay, that's looking pretty good. So I think that you are well enough for us to run the scan. So give me just a moment here. Let's see. Alright, let me just type in some information here on my computer. Alright. Okay, there we go. So we've got some preliminary information in there. Alrighty. Computer, would you mind pulling up the hologram screen? Good. Thank you. So, you might see a little bit of coloration here. My hologram tends to reflect back at the room. We haven't fixed that part yet. So, let's see. I'm just going to swipe through the programs here. There's a lot. Okay, how about this one? Okay, so computer, run the body scan program number 36, please, on our patient. Okay, so while that's getting ready, I want you to just relax, okay? You don't need to worry at all if there's anything going on. This is state-of-the-art technology. We will figure it out, okay? Alright. Oh, the blasted debugger. You would think it wouldn't take that much time to run a debugging program over the whole ship, but alas, apparently not. So let's see. Okay, that's all ready to go. So you might feel a little bit of tingling, perhaps. That's usually a pretty common occurrence in this program. While the computer just scans over your body, okay? Alright, that should be just a few moments. 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's see. Let's pull that up here. Okay, let me just look up that particular value. Okay, that's just what I thought. It looks like... Okay. Well, I suppose we can fix that. But there's also this other particular part here. Okay. Unknown value for that one. Well, I suppose we'll have to bring out the scanner, manual scanner here. Okay, well, that's fine. I haven't had to use that one in a long time, but your technology, your interface is a little perplexing. Okay, so this is my manual scanner here, and it looks like very old artifact, right? Do you know what a tuning fork is? Ever heard of that? Yeah, no one's used them in a long time, but this is in the shape of a tuning fork. And I'm just going to be manually scanning different parts of your body, and we're going to hopefully get a little bit of a better look into what's going on, okay? Okay, very good. So, let me go ahead and pull up this program here. Computer, would you mind pulling up the manual scanner programming for me? Thank you. Let's see, let's just flip through that. There we go. Okay, scanner program number 24. Just fill in a few details here. There we go. Okay, that looks good. So, alright, you don't need to do absolutely anything for me, okay? I'm just going to come in a little close and we're going to just pass my scanner over your body, okay? So we'll just come in right here a couple of times. Okay, good. That's coming in pretty well. Scanning over that a couple of times. Okay. What about over here? Good. And here. Alright. There was something of note, I think, here. And it looks like you've had a replacement part over here that's not coming up. Would you mind if I scan that? Okay. Good. Okay. I think that's about everything. Let me go ahead and just make sure. Put in that value. And what about this one? Okay, that seems to be all right. So I'm going to put that back now. So the scanner is showing that some of your parts are, of course, obsolete and are causing a little bit of trouble for you. And part of that trouble is jamming your memory a bit. Okay? That doesn't seem to be very odd considering the way we found you and the circumstances of your injuries and whatnot. So, again, it's been a long time since this technology has been seen. So, I'm going to try a few things, but we might have to just replace some of this stuff altogether, okay? So, the parts I'm familiar with, I can make some adjustments. I feel like I'm going to have to get into my artifact toolbox and we'll just see what we can do, okay? So, I think, let's see. I've got some more fine-tuning instruments here. Let's see. I think that one will be of use. Perhaps this one. Maybe this one. Okay. So I've got a few different tools here. And I think I'm going to work on the parts that I'm most familiar with, and then we'll see what we can do with your more challenging parts, okay? Alright, this should not hurt at all. I've been told I have a very soft touch, okay? So I'm just going to come in and let's see here. Maybe this other side will do better here. Okay, might have to. Okay, let's see. Looks like they're done with the debugging process. Finally, right? Okay, let's see. I don't know. That one's tough. This one looks to be your oldest supplemental program. I think that one we might have to go in and adjust manually with some of the older tools. So let me see your shoulder here. That one might be a little bit better. Let me see. Okay, and see your leg, right? That was an interesting one. That's not the right one. Let's go with this one. Okay, now, so the fine adjustment, I think we're just going to have to save for your newer parts. But let me see. Okay, I've got a few different older tools. So let's see. We can give this one a shot, I think. So there is this one part here that I think we can try to just twist, turn, twist, turn. Gotta get a better grip on that, I think. Okay, let's try that again. Twist, twist, twist. Okay, what about here? Right, and we're just going to adjust that a bit. Okay. Well, I think finally we can do a couple more fine adjustments. So let's see. Just clamp on there and move that just a little bit. No wonder you're all out of sorts. This is really some ancient technology. Let's see. There we are. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Let me see if I can come in just a little bit more over here. That one was really hard to work with. Okay, well, I had predicted that we were perhaps just going to have to replace most of this anyway. So I think that that'll just be the route that we go. So I'm just going to have to do a couple more scans before we can order those parts. We want to make sure that it's going to work with the interface that you have. So let me just adjust here, and we're going to run one last scanning program, I think. Okay. Computer, would you mind pulling up the parts upgrade scanning program? Let me see. Okay, number 13, I think, will be sufficient for this one. Good, alright. Now, we're going to have a different scanner here this time. And this scanner is going to assess any minute little details in the technology that you're currently using and how we can splice it together with some newer, better parts, okay? Alright, so let's see, we're just going to run that program there, and I'm going to come in and just scan over the parts that we want to replace here. Okay, good there. And about here. Just scanning those areas. Good. That one's good. And now lastly down here. Okay, good. Let me just make sure here that we have all the values we need. Looks good. So we can get those made up within a few hours, I think. So in the meantime, we will have you just rest here, and we will keep you comfortable, and then we can go into replacing those obsolete parts here in, I'd say, about 4 or 5 hours, okay? And hopefully we can figure out where you came from, what your name is, anything, any details that might help us get you back to where you belong, okay? Do you have any questions for me? Okay. All right. So I'll just have you hang out here, and I'm going to run this back to our parts department, and we can have y'all fixed up in a little bit. Okay? Right. Just chill, hang out, relax, alright? We'll get it all figured out.